Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of No ID Podcast. It's I, your host, Rome Davis. I have here, I guess he likes to refer to himself as a normal person. But if you follow this man on Facebook and social media, you know, he's actually pretty hilarious and low-key, like probably one of the dopest people that you can follow. He'll drop some wisdom. I have the one and only Cam Rollins. How you feeling, brother?
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Look, thank you for that introduction. Got me like, all right, yeah, who's this guy? When you gonna bring him up? Oh, that's me. All right.
All right, bet. How you been, bro, since the pandemic started, man?
Great. Actually, I've actually managed to drop a few pounds. Ironically enough, I did more traveling during the pandemic than I did before the pandemic, which I don't get how the universe works that way, but I'm not gonna question it. But yeah, my folks have been great. You know, my mom retired finally, so I was glad she got out just in time. I see your mom doing her big thing with stand up. Being amazing as always.
Yeah.
Box looking good. So how you been, man?
Man, I've been maintaining, bro. When the pandemic first started, is like when my comedy was taking off, and then like soon as like I performed, I think at Virginia Beach Zyda's Theater. Boom, I got booked here, and then it's like, boom, we ain't doing no more shows. So we ended up like transitioning to Zoom comedy, which is different,
I bet.
It's very different. So we ended up transitioning to Zoom comedy. Then, the live shows started coming back, but it was real limited. So I got real heavy on the podcasting. For those, Cam watches No ID. He sees the clips, probably subscribe. No ID then has touched on some topics and some guests.
Yeah, and I will admit, like that's one thing I love. I love the niche coaches you actually bring in with your podcast. And I think for me personally, because we both in a way outliers while still being within the communities. We both have different soul coaches we subscribe to and everything else. So for me, seeing somebody who I know from the soul culture, bringing these people and giving them the limelight, it's kind of a dope effect. I'm like, all right, now more people see, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I never heard about this, so I want to try this. Now I will tell y'all, some of y'all with that one podcast now, you might want to set the OnlyFans for all that stuff. Yeah, I'm just letting you know right now.
How social media been on you since the pandemic? Because I know more and more people been on social media more because I guess we're at home. How's that been, bro?
So for me, it's been a catch-22 because recently, as you probably saw from my post, I actually took a month and a half away break because I was like, I just got tired of seeing so much negativity. So what I started doing was I actually went back to Facebook. I'm like, let's go back to what makes me genuinely happy to see. And what can I do with all the negativity that's always present around me? So, I'm never going to just delete a person. I'll just unfollow you. So some of the more toxic people I used to, be friends with, like, hey, I'm not going to delete you. I got no problem with what you got to say, but I don't want to see this bombardment of negativity every day. So I got to say Facebook for me, so especially social media, man, both eye-opening happy-wise and eye-opening sad-wise.
Yeah.
It's been both.
It has been, bro. If y'all see my stuff, you see me post comedy podcasts, the occasional happy birthdays to my mom, my father, my sister. That's it. I like to fall into the background. I actually deleted Facebook off my phone after I saw you came back. So literally for me to get on Facebook, I have to go online, log in, remember my password. So I actually took a page out of your book because I just got tired of the
you get tired of the drama, man. It's funny because I'm like, okay, most of the people on my Facebook, especially yours, around the same age group. I say we're late 20s to maybe 40s and 50s if you include our parents' 60s. It's like we're all at this stage of life where it shouldn't be this much problems or headaches. You should start to get a little bit of clarity, but it's like you just want to surround yourself with negativity. That's stressful. I'm stressed for you, and I'm not even going through that. So yeah, I had to just take a break. Boy, I needed that break. Focused on me. I started going back heavy in the gym. So now I go 6 days a week. I actually started back up writing a little bit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, it's been a while. I ain't no George R. R. Martin, but hey, I'm okay. But yeah, during this pandemic, social media break, a lot of things have been shifting in the positive, learning more about myself. But that's it.
Yeah. What have you learned about yourself more? Because I heard you say writing, so you write.
Yeah. So it's funny, and it's funny me saying it out loud because for years I was just deny that I write at all. I'm like, no, I ain't no writer. Nope, I'm good. Nah, I can color, not in the lines, but I can color. I can color real well. But so my girlfriend, she actually was like, she saw one of my old writings. She was like, "You actually write extremely well. Why don't you want to do this?" I'm like, back when I was younger, I had a little mini scholarship to write, but I didn't have that, I guess, confidence in myself at the time. Cause you got to
Mm-hmm.
think about it, like 18, 17 years old, I was actually like writing little fantasy stories about growing up in Portsmouth, just, having different cultures or different ethnicities, be different classes of heroes or elves or whatever. It's kind of hard to push that stuff. When you in the city and everybody like, what the heck is an elf? What this got to do with the eighth from trying to buy for you, fool? Everybody trying to hear that. So I said, I put that on the shelf, and then I just like, hey, I wanted to work after that. Start working at Shipyard 20 and been just banging it out. So during the pandemic, when the world slowed down, I guess I actually had time to go back and just find the fact that I actually enjoy it. It's kind of therapeutic some days.
It is. It is. You know what's crazy? I had Diallo Riddle on my podcast one day, and he was talking about like how much a pen and a paper can like take you, how far it can take you. And I was like, good night. Like this, if y'all don't know who Diallo Riddle is, Southside, HBO Max, Jimmy
Yeah.
Kimmel, Sherman Showcase, yeah, yeah, heavy hitter. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. Like even the microphone has taken me far. Like look what I've gotten with a computer, a microphone, a ring light in what 2.5, 3 years. Man, I
Yeah.
can't complain. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You building that following and you're actually doing things that make you happy. And that's what I love to see. I want people to do things that actually makes them happy. Now, I ain't gonna say you can do everything that makes you happy, but at least if you're doing something, you're good to go.
So you at the gym 6 days a week, bro?
Yep, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So what I do is when I was in Georgia for about 4 months, that's why I started going with a group of coworkers of mine. Because before then I would just, walk, maybe run around the track around the local park. So we started going to the gym on the base. Start off 3 days a week. I was second to the youngest guy. And I'm in my 30s. So most of these guys in there, honestly, like 50s and 60s, but you would never tell. They're so fit. And I was like, yo, y'all doing like 30 reps and stuff. I'm barely getting through 5. What you trying to do here now? And just from that, it's just like every week it started building upon itself. So now I go by myself. I finally got my girl to go with me. She
Okay.
don't mind lifting the weights. That's what's crazy. She does well at that. Don't get her try to run. I try to get her run. Once she looked at me, like, I will walk. You can run. I will walk. I'm like, well, baby, I ain't really running neither. I mean, I'm just saying more like a power walk with style. I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey, I want to let y'all know something too. Shout out to Miss Rollins. That's Cam's mom, man. Her and my mom used to work with each other. They went to school with each other. And when they both graduated, Cam's mom took us to go see Fat Albert. And then she
Yeah.
took her to Foot Ruckers. And I'm talking about Fat Albert in the first. So this is like what, 03, 04?
Yeah.
So I've known this man for about, I ain't gonna say no off. People get on my nerves and say, oh, I know him for on and off. No, I've known this man about 17, 18 years, man.
Yeah.
And when I got back on social media, I was like, I made a post about no ID because I kept getting reported for these for some stuff for these people I was interviewing left and right. And Cam came up and posted, said, man, no ID gave people this platform. Well, I was getting mad booked with interviews or for no ID, and then I was getting booked on other people's interviews, and comment came up. But I was like, yo, I got to put Cam on the show. So hence Cam is on my show, and I really appreciate him coming up here because I know he was a little nervous. If nobody knows, man, everything up here is definitely an unscripted conversation. Ain't no editing and none of that. If it's off limits, you ain't got to answer it. But I do appreciate you, brother, for getting up here, man. Maybe we could do something with that pen and that paper.
Hey, no
You
problem,
come.
man. I could definitely send you some stuff I've written. You won't. Now I will apologize. Some of what's written when I was like just waking out of sleep, I'm gonna just jot this down, man, because I know how my brain works. It's gonna be going to 2 minutes. All right, I'm going back to sleep now. Leave me alone. That's how it was.
Hey, yo, bro, if you had to, like, I had just got it too. I got a voice recorder with a lapel mic. So when I had them moments, well, I'm like, I guess talking to myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that because sometimes, like, I'm gonna sound crazy saying this. It's like you can see it, you're actually in that moment, and you can like feel it. You can feel the vibrations. I even told my girl, I said, I'm gonna sound crazy. You can almost feel the colors, whatever the color scheme or what you're writing about. You can actually see it. You can feel it. It's like you feel everything that's engrossed in that moment. And I said, I don't know. I said, I thought everybody had that ability, and she was like, I don't do stuff like that. I said, but see, don't that sound crazy when I say it out loud? I like, if I tell anybody know what I just said, like, all right, brother, all right, hey man, I'm move over here from this crazy food right here.
Oh shoot, I need to shout you out too, man, because I saw, I don't know if it was last year or this summer, y'all had like the drive-through birthday celebration in the
Yeah, that was for
cars.
Carla. Yeah, that was for Carla. I set that up for Carla. Yeah, you know me, I've never been a big party guy. I mean, I love going to parties, but I'm not a big party guy. But she loves stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? I know she can't be around a lot of people because of the pandemic. So, I talked to her friend, Nina, another one of her friends, and they basically took the concept and they got the ball rolling. They contacted a few people I didn't know personally, but they had their contact information. So it was nice, and she loved it, and that made my day. As long as she happy, I'm happy.
That's it. How mom handling retirement?
Oh, she's fine. She bored.
Yeah.
I messed with her there. I said, "Mom, you bored, ain't she?" They no, I ain't bored. I said, "Mom, you just sent me a spam thing about not opening up spam, and this came from the spam." I said, "You bored, ain't you, Mom? I love you though, but you bored. But now she all right. She still talking to her, man. As a matter of fact, I brought her the other day. She like, you going on wrong show? I'm like, yeah, I'm going on wrong show. She like, tell that boy thank you. Because, shout out to him. Because if y'all don't know, my mother has a master's degree. And this man single-handedly helped her out, like, in the hardest parts of that night. So I never forgot that person. So thank you.
Hey,
I
man.
never forgot that, bro. One part, like, hey, you got the wrong guy. It's some stuff I can't help you with. Now I don't know nothing about childhood development. I'm barely developed myself, so I can't help you. Hey.
All I remember is us sitting at that library, boy. I was like, good night. That was
I tried to help her on the front end. And then I was like, hey, I got like my own projects. I'm trying to do your project with mine. So when you showed him, like, oh, thank you. He pass the ball. He got it.
How was your holiday, bro? How was Christmas?
It was really great. I actually came in the 22nd of December from being gone for 4 months. So it was great. Got to see my girl, got to see my mom, got to see my little cousins. So everything was great. My holiday was great. Did the same thing as everybody, spent too much money, and I'm like,
yeah.
But other than that, man, it was great. How was your holiday?
Christmas was good. We know my mom's birthday the day after Christmas. So that was good. I didn't go out New Year's Eve, man. I slept that one in. I wasn't really feeling good. You know what I mean? So
man, you're feeling better, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, my G. But I this whole like Amari Khan, these different variants and strains.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. And it sucks because like I know my girl is kind of like an outdoorsy person and stuff. And I told her, I said, hey, we can keep doing things, but I think this is just the way the world is for right now. We're gonna just stay masked up and just stay vigilant. Like we almost had a close call ourselves. One of her friends tested positive, like literally a day after we left. So we went and got ourselves tested just to be on the safe side. We came back negative and everything, but I was like, it just goes to show you how close you can be to uncertainty.
Yeah. And like they don't like the Amari Khan looks like an upper respiratory infection or a common cold or a sinus infection. And then people that still got the vaccine and the booster and the flu, they still catching it. And it's like it's viruses in the air. And I was like, yo, like, I don't know. But hopefully, I know we're gonna come out of it. We gotta come out of this joint.
It's funny because everybody's complaining about nothing's being done, but if you look at it, you still have a quarter population that don't believe in this stuff. And I'm like, you can't really get better if the same problematic people are potentially spreading it around because they don't care. It's not right. I'm not saying I agree with everything the government does, but I can understand look, dude, we got to get back to work. We want to get back to our lives. Just do what you got to do, man. Nobody want to really take the shot. I mean, I ain't want to take three of those shots, but hey, I won't go complaining. I need my job. I need, I want to get back to my way of life. So, I'm on when the shots first rolled out and I was eligible to get one. I got one. Nobody had to twist my arm. Like, no, I see the purpose and I see the point. Just sometimes other people don't see the purpose and point. Yeah.
Yeah, I got all three. But I think it is like we get on social media and some of us see like even the skits about us turning into zombies in 2035 and all that shit. And it just plays on our minds. So we just believe what we see without us actually doing like the research. Like I was skeptical when it first came out. It was off me when it first came out. I got mine back in like I want to say March, and I got my booster back in October. But I was skeptical too. But then I was like, man, I can't go based off Facebook news, Twitter news, because anybody can Photoshop and make a meme or take a photo and come up with statistics, but
exactly.
We don't see that.
But when you ask people that, are, skeptical now, what's your actual proof? They give you this dog in the head like, hey, man, I'm not asking you anything serious. I'm saying, okay, you believe this. What's your proof? and don't give me no crazy sites like that Alex guy runs. No, give me actual real sites. Like, where's your actual proof? And they never can come up with anything. That's when I'm like, hey, you know what, brother? You do what you want to do, man.
Yeah, you do what you want to do, man.
You can't argue with it. You can't argue with it. You cannot argue with it because it don't make sense. You can't argue with these people.
You can't. Like, I don't know, man. It's like I hate to compare it. Like, how you be watching Intervention and they be got that one drug addict that come in there and he be like, yeah, man, I've been clean for the last 3 days, man. I ain't going on it. You just don't want to argue with him. He ain't clean.
Yeah. All right, bro. Yeah, that's great. Hooray for you. You just wait for 2 weeks later. Well, here we come again.
Have you been watching any shows since the pandemic? Any movies you been?
All right, so I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge Marvel guy, so I did just go see Spider-Man on No Way Home. Fantastic, by the way. I ain't gonna spoil it. No, I don't do that because I know how I feel to see a movie late and someone that spoiled it. As far as shows, I'm not gonna lie, I watch most of the Marvel shows. I watch a lot of the Star Wars shows, except for that Bad Batch. I can't get into it. I tried to watch one episode. I just thought somebody making mushrooms wrote this damn show. So I was like, all right, it's just enough of this shit. I'm gonna get too old for this shit. I try to watch Cobra Kai, but once again, I have a bad thing of starting shows midway through the season. I just like, I'm gonna go watch something else. Literally, if you look at my Netflix, it's like literally I'm on the last episode of like you and stuff, and I've been there for like 4 months now. Could just finish the episode, but some of my brain like, hey man, just go to something else. We'll come back to it later.
Shit. Man, I just got Netflix. Like I keep canceling and restarting the shit. Bro, and I will. I think I'm gonna keep it real, man. Some of these streaming services be overrated, and then like people like, oh, this show was good. This show's like I hated Tiger King. I couldn't get into it.
Like, that shit was garbage. What you talking about? You ain't the only one. It was garbage. Thank you for not being the only one. Because every time I say, I'm like, so let me get this straight. What captivated America was a 46-year-old crazy-ass white man that's gay. This is what captivated America. This is what we are society. Okay, all right.
Okay. I hated Squid Games.
I ain't watched Squid Game. My girl trying to get me to watch it's good, but every time I look at it just remind me of the PlayStation logo, so it's fucking with me.
Exactly. This shit was horrible. I love The Harder They Fall.
Now I want to watch that because I do like the old westerns, and it's kind of nice to see, a western with all black people since we were the original cowboys. I don't know where they got this the Marlboro looking motherfucker, but we were the original Cowboys.
Man, that's Carla?
Yeah, it's Carla.
Hey, Carla.
Hi there.
Hold on. Yeah, there she goes.
Hey there, how are you?
All right, how you feeling?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name?
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Oh, you paused for a minute, you all right?
I'm all right.
All right. All right.
She used to close the banister because it was laundry day.
It's all good, bro. I saw her shadow coming through. I was like, I said, yes, this old lady.
Oh yeah.
This baby.
But yeah, man, it's like, so she's watched Squid Games. Like I said, she's trying to get me to watch it. She just got me to watch you. And I'm gonna tell you how she did it. I'm gonna tell you, cause she right here now, so I said, I ain't gonna lie, I have a go-to favorite when I eat dinner or whatever. It's like Bob's Burgers. I like Bob's Burgers. It's a calm show, nothing bad happens, kind of have a de-stress for me. She's like, you can watch something else. You can watch this show called You. I'm like, the hell you talking about? What's a You? I'm like, I'm a You. She said, no, it's called You. I'm like, all right. So I'm typing in You on Netflix, like, ain't no show called You. And sure enough, it picks up. So you ever seen You? You ever heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just basic crazy ass white man stalking like whatever white chick he trying to get with, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, he's such a good guy. I'm like, this motherfucker is crazy. Excuse my language. No, he's crazy. He ain't there.
Hey, yo, every time somebody says, "Oh, these shows is popping," I try and stay away from them. The only shows that they didn't suck me into was Power. That's it. Power and BMF. They're the only shows that.
Power was good. I still gotta watch BMF. Power was good. Now,
Yeah.
Ghost, I don't really care for. It's neither here nor there. But the original Power is a classic. I don't care nobody say. That was a classic.
Yeah, but I Snowfall I was getting into.
Snowfall is good. It's a slow watch though.
Yeah, it was definitely slow as well. Matter of fact, if you guys, I watch a lot of podcast interviews. So I've been watching a lot of Drink Channel because they had like Kanye West up there twice. I Am Athlete, and if you guys got YouTube, if everybody got YouTube, this is on YouTube. It's a cartoon series up there that I fell in love with in the pandemic. They on pause right now called Barry Tales, Barry Tales.
Yeah, I might look at that.
It is a mixture of the Boondocks. Matter of fact, Cam, Barry Tales. Barry Tales. Text me after you're gonna watch one episode of Barry Tales.
Word. You know, it's funny, right? You said about the streaming services, right? And I'll be honest with you, right? So I got, Netflix, I got Hulu, I got a lot of them jinx, right? You know what's sad?
Mm-hmm.
I pay daily for my family and my girl and them to watch it because I can actually tell you on one hand how many times during the week I watch any of them. And I pay for all this. But hey, everybody uses it, so I got no problem with it. Once back in my head, I'm like, I really am just boring sometimes because I don't want to watch nothing.
I don't think you boring, bro. I just think like everybody got different tastes. Like people get so excited about these shows and be hyping them up. Oh yeah, like Tiger King, it's so good. I'm like, what?
I think because a lot of it's cookie cutter too, man. Like, and that's what my problem is with a lot of content nowadays. Not trying to knock nobody. Like, okay, I can't knock the show, but I never watched it. So I want to put that out there. I can't knock your show if I didn't watch it. So I apologize for using knowledge. Squid Game. Why do I need Squid Games when it just reminds me of Money Heist in Korea? You said it's different, but it's really not. It's involving people trying to do everything they can to get money. Okay, for example, Queen of the South. Why do you need to watch Queen of the South? I got Narcos. Narcos is much better written. It actually had a sensible plot. I watched Queen of the South the first 2 seasons. I'm like, all right, man, so she's not a bad person, but she is a bad person, but she's not a bad person, but she does idiotic things, but she don't do idiotic things. I said, okay, man. Walking Dead, though, that took the cake for me. I gave up after season 4 because everybody like Rick. I'm like, Rick is a horrible leader. I would have shot Rick personally. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. Rick would have been dead. But it's just like you watch some of these shows, like you said, it's like, is this it? this is the hype. I don't see it.
I was a Walking Dead fan, but Rick, when they killed Rick, I stopped watching it. I was watching Walking Dead. So how I would watch Walking Dead was Sundays at 8:00 would be last week's episode, so I watched that. Then they played the new episode at 9:00, so I was watching that. Then they would have the show called Talking Dead when it was actually discussing Walking Dead, so I watched that. Then 11:00, I would watch Walking Dead again, the 9:00, the whole new episode all over again, because I was trying to decipher. But when Rick died, I got away from it. Then I tried to get back into it, and that's how they had Fear of the Walking Dead, and then they brought these characters. I'm like, all right, it's too much Walking Dead. It was too much.
It is.
You watch Insecure?
No, I've heard about it. I heard it's a good show.
I know Carl watched it.
Yeah, Carla did.
I know Carl.
Insecure. Yeah, she didn't look at the last season yet, though. That's what she just said.
All right, I'll be quiet. I ain't gonna spoil nothing anyway. So,
Yeah.
Cam, what's the message that you have for people that's going through the pandemic or they're seeing the negativity and stuff like that? What's your message for those people right now?
Honestly, listen to yourself. I think sometimes when we slow down and we have to take time to finally listen to ourselves, we'll be surprised at what questions and what answers we come up with. Recently, went to a bookstore. And this guy asked me a question, and it kind of stuck with me. It still sticking with me. He asked me, "Who do you want to be?" And I asked, like what occupation I want to do or anything. But he was like, "That's not what I asked. I asked, who do you want to be?" And I thought about him like, when you think about it, especially when you get old, it's like, who do you want to be? You know who you are now at this moment. You know who you've been. But ultimately, who do you want to be as a person? And I think when I start asking myself that in the silence, is when I was like, I just want to be the best version I can. I know that sounds maybe not like an anticlimactic answer, but truly saying being better than you were even yesterday is still something. It's still a goal to strive for. So just keep pushing yourself and keep going, even when the negativity hits. Sometimes if you gotta take a break, like me and you both did, take a break, reassess, and keep going. Don't give up. And that'll be my message.
I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off that message. Whatever you want to start, don't finish. Even when you feel like you're not getting the results that you want. Nothing is overnight. Nothing's gonna be an instant sensation. Like with this podcast, man, I had big guests up here. I don't have the following. I got the listenership. I don't got the viewing. But I feel like if I was to stop, like where else would I end up at? You know what I'm saying? Like this is my piece. No focus on you. It's okay to take a breather from social media. It's also okay to take a breather from the negativity. If your friends want to post up negative stuff, your family want to post up negative stuff, you ain't gotta respond to it.
Exactly.
Take a picture out of Cam book. This man was working out with some 50, 60-year-olds, and then next thing you know, he was getting himself in shape. He still is getting himself in shape. He's a good dude. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. He got a good woman. His mama cool as hell.
Cheers, bro.
Hey, I'm sorry, mama, for cussing. If you ever heard me cuss on any of this stuff.
You're all right, because now that I tell you, she's like, oh, you said that word. Like, who taught you that word? Mom,
You did.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna ask you this, Cam.
Yes.
And I should have told you this question before, but I asked everybody on this podcast this: your top 5 comedians, dead or alive, in any order, with a 6th man coming off the bench.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say a surprising one. For my 6th man, I might have to do Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah. The level of it's not only the self-depreciating comedy that was funny, it was the way he delivered it. For me, that was always take the cake. Like, it was like, it's messed up. Oh, wow, that really was messed up. And back to it not being so messed up. I don't know. I like that. So in no particular order, I give you the top 5. Obviously, I'm gonna start off with the favorites: Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy. Then I'm gonna go Eddie Griffin because I think he honestly gets slept on a lot. And I'm going to actually say one more person, and I probably shouldn't say this person, but to me, he's better than Kevin Hart, and that's actually Mike Epps.
You got good taste, bro.
Well, thank you. Because I was gonna say, Red Fox, but I'm like, well, Richard Pryor and Red Fox, they weren't one and the same, but they inspired each other. Well, one inspired the other literally, and I watched more Richard Pryor than Red Fox, unfortunately.
Yeah. You got good taste. Damn.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna follow this. Well, I'm gonna always put 2 people at the top. 2 mentors in the comedy game for me, 2 people that actually helped me. Number 1 is going to be D Militant. As y'all know, I'm gonna keep dedicating this whole season to No ID to D Militant. Number 2, Michael Kage.
Really? All right.
And that's because it's him right now going live on Instagram. The reason I'm dedicating this, I put Michael Kage as number 2 because that man put me on this morning show, and he kind of whipped me in the shape when I was knocking off on the comedy scene. So number 3, my list always changes. Ali Sadiq. Nobody knows who he is. That's Mexican, got on boots. Number 4, Rel Hari. Number 5, Gerard Carmichael. Number 6, off the bench, Jerry Seinfeld.
Nice. Very nice. Seinfeld man myself. All right.
Okay, my nigga.
All right, bro. That's word. That's definitely word. I'm on my taste. Your taste good too.
Shit. Hey, bro, I'm about to send you some stuff after this interview.
Yeah, definitely, bro. You better.
Man.
So you asked my top 5. So me, I ain't gonna lie. I like different types of music and stuff. So give me your top 5 artists or bands. I say within the last 10 years or so.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is gonna be number 1. He's never coming off my list. Young Dolph.
Rest in peace, man. I was listening to him earlier, man. Right when I was going to work.
Yeah, the Young Dolph is one of those people that you don't take off. You don't shuffle. You don't skip a song for. So it's Young Dolph is number 2.
That Dumb and Dumber mixtape still a classic with him and P Glock.
Yes, guys. Kanye is number 3.
Okay.
Kanye's number 3. Number 4 is Old Dirty Bastard.
Nice. Nah, bro.
That's a curve right there.
I give you that. That's your 5 list, man.
Number 5 is J. Cole.
See, it's funny that he's on my list too.
See? Yeah. And number 6 off my bench. Damn. I would put Kendrick in there.
See, he's on my list too.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Kendrick in there. What's your list?
All right, so we already got 2 of them out of the way. J. Cole. Actually, we got 3. J. Cole, Kendrick, and Jay-Z. Childish Gambino, though. That's for me, number 4.
Okay.
And it's funny because I fell in love with his music while I was going for a trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 4 right there. I say number 5 would be the Alabama Shakes. Yeah, I listen to a lot of things, bro. And number 6 will probably be a tie between Damien Escobar and Black Valiant.
Okay. Now for all the
the Spalding, but I can't do that to Black Violet.
Damn. Well, I list tough. But hey,
Yeah.
I fucks with it. So
yeah.
I know you don't have no social media.
Now, I do. I am active now. I'm back now, just in limited dosage. So I do try to check at least once a day, once every other day.
If you want to give out your IG handle, you can. If you don't, I understand.
I got no problem with that. Shoot. One thing I'm gonna do is say hi. Well, who is this? Probably gonna be number 2. I'd be scared to say, hey, who is this? It's what is it, Sweet Pea? Is it Candyman 1987? Yeah. Yup, it's Candyman 1987. That's basically for everything. Literally, I made everything universal. No, man, because I'm kind of lazy, so I got tired of, hey, man, what's screen name? Candyman 1987 for everything, forget it. Xbox, PlayStation, streaming, everything.
Shit. My IG and Twitter handle is strictly _Rome. The show, I gotta get out the habit, keep calling it a podcast. Is No ID Podcast on IG, YouTube, No ID Media TV. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, repost these clips. These are people that's coming up on this platform that's giving jewels, and we're giving them their flowers. I gave Cam his flowers, man. I commend him for doing everything when he, getting back into his writing. I like Black creatives. I like to see that. And then he dropped jewels off. He said, hey, man, you ain't got nothing in front of you. You just unfollow the negativity, and it helps out with your mental. So just, make sure y'all share and like this. This is going to be my second episode, actually, for No ID. And I'm also let those that's listening, yes, I do have some OnlyFans people on my stuff.
Got the whole OnlyFans, man. It ain't just about the pictures, man.
It is, man. Actually, my profile just got approved. I think yesterday or this morning. I actually have one. I just started putting some of the stuff on OnlyFans too. Just the same interviews from YouTube. Ain't nothing but a bait and switch.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Cam, I appreciate you coming onto this platform with No ID, man, and being such a great guest.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate being up here with you, bro.
Tell Carla I appreciate her 2 minutes of being up here as well, too.
I will. As you get here.
Cam, appreciate you, brother. Be safe, man.
Hey, bro. Easy there, man.
All right.
All right, homie.
All right, bro.